Hello, grade 9s. Welcome to a quick little lesson on what you're going to be doing for On the Sidewalk Bleeding by Evan Hunter. So, if you're watching this video, that means you have already completed your journal entry. So I wanted you to complete the following as a journal entry to be handed in via gradebook. So that will be up via ESB. If you could continue to submit through gradebook, that would be amazing. It just makes things so much easier for me. So the purpose of your journal: when you form impressions or opinions about people you first meet, what kinds of things do you consider? Their looks, their clothing, where they are, what they are doing. First impressions are often like your main impression of a person. First impressions are hard to beat. What do you think people consider about you when they first meet you and form an impression? For me, people always, think I'm the quiet person until they get to know me and realize that I'm not so quiet. Is there a symbol, a sign, picture, or article of clothing, etc. that you believe represents your identity? What would people who know you recognize that symbol as identifying you? I would have to think about that for a minute, but I would think like a guitar maybe. I've been playing guitar for about 23 years now. I think or a Fender logo, if you're familiar with Fender guitars, or maybe a maple leaf. I have a small little, I don't know if you can see it, maple leaf tattoo on my arm there. So someone might say maple leaf. I'm a patriotic Canadian. Define what is meant by stereotype and prejudice. So I want you to, think about that and, let me know what your definition of stereotype and prejudice is. And then I want you to predict what you think might happen based on the title, On the Sidewalk Bleeding, and that's it. Nothing more. All I'm going to give you to write this prediction is On the Sidewalk Bleeding. Okay, so the story should be uploaded via PDF on EDSB. Here's the audiobook you can listen to. Here's a little video adaptation. I don't want you to do a compare and contrast for that. You can just watch it. It's only like 6 minutes long. It's okay. It's not very good. I was reading through some of the YouTube comments for it, and they said it was cringeworthy, but I don't think it's quite cringeworthy, but I don't know. It's not bad. Check it out. So here's some comprehension questions. What effect does Andy's jacket have on the people who find him in the alley? The jacket is like a huge symbol in the story, so pay attention to the jacket. What are the reasons why these people do not help Andy? So there's 3 people, 3 different answers. Well, there's 4 people, but you have the drunk, you have the couple, and then you have the old lady. At what point does Andy realize he is dying? What does Andy do with the last of his strength? How is this important to the overall theme of the story and the outcome of the conflict? What is the climax or turning point? List all of the types of conflict evident in On the Sidewalk Bleeding and make sure to provide an explanation. It's the same as the last one. Person versus blank and an explanation. Why is the jacket so important in the story? Why is it such an important symbol? From what point of view is the story told? And include a quote as an example. So if the author is using, I stumbled and fell down in the alley, then, that's told from a first person. So give me that quote as an example of the fact that it is first person perspective. And what is the lesson that Evan Hunter is trying to portray in the short story On the Sidewalk Bleeding? Now these I will put up as your homework questions, but the main part of this lesson that I want you to do is I want you to write a newspaper article. So when you do your literacy test in grade 10, if in fact they have the literacy test, there's typically a section on writing a newspaper article and proper news article reporting. So, watch the lesson on my YouTube about writing a newspaper article. There will be also a link for this in Esby. Once completed watching the lesson, I want you to take a look at the blank graphic organizer and go through the story, fill it out. There's a whole lesson on this already. You can go on there and watch it. It will be linked as well. I'm not going to, go over this lesson again. You can just watch the other video. If you have any questions, shoot me a message. Until then, enjoy the story. And next week we'll look at writing our own short story, maybe. Over